Alrighty. Taking a brief moment out of my daily programming. But that's not even true because this is now part of my daily programming, so scratch that. Wanted to talk about something that was just popped in my head, honestly, right before I decided to start recording. Nihilism being the philosophy that I resonate most strongly with. For those watching that do not know what nihilism is, it is basically the philosophy and the belief that nothing really matters. Nothing. Nothing you do matters. The things that occur in our lives, our existence, does not matter. Now, to some people, you would hear statements like that and feel sort of sad or a sense of loss at the realization that you're not important, that the things that you do are not important, and that there really is no universal value of your life and the things in it. That's one way of looking at the philosophy, and if a person were to state such opinions on it, I would understand. The reason I like the philosophy of nihilism is because to me it's freeing. The concept that nothing I do matters and that my life does not matter, and that in the grand scheme of things, the very concept of existence doesn't really matter. Well, I suppose it just, for me, leads me to the question, well, how do we fill up the time now? Since we are here and we are existing, how would you like to spend your time existing if nothing you do really matters? As a result, I get to make decisions as to how I want to spend my time. I determine the value of a thing, since there is no true universal value of anything. I determine the value of my own life. I determine the value of my time, my love, my interests, my passions. I get to pick the game that I want to play. And so I have turned life into my game through the perspective of nihilism. Nothing I do matters. So let's have fun. Where I get tripped up is exceeding my potential, even just living up to my potential. That's where nihilism kind of becomes an issue for me. It's so easy to fall back into my old ways of inactivity because I know that no matter what I do, it won't matter. So I may need something to compete against that thought, since it's so ingrained in the way that I think, and it's honestly something I don't really want to get rid of. I like the low stakes of it all. the concept of succeeding or failing, it becomes a bit more trivial that way. But thinking about it now, it might not be the wisest choice for things to be trivial. Where's the motivation? Where's the stake? Right. Well, we've got discipline. And in my opinion, discipline is more important than motivation anyway. Why? Because discipline lasts when motivation fades. I understand the logic. I do. I do understand the logic. So, I was thinking about creating some boundaries for me. Again, I need them as I continue on in this pursuit of consistency and discipline. So, what are the boundaries? Already knowing about myself, just how easy it is to destroy my own promises, because nothing I do matters. Now I'm starting to see it. Boundaries. Let's say that the next project I am setting out to complete, let's say it's getting to 5% body fat. Saying it out loud hurts my tongue, it hurts my ears, because it sounds like a repeat of a goal that I did not accomplish. I can see myself getting excited for it. I can feel the adrenaline when I run through the process mentally, what it takes, the mindset. It makes me upset that I haven't finished this and been able to move on to something else. There's so much conversation, so much talk about the things that we're doing on a daily basis, on a weekly, on a monthly, what's going on in our lives. I'm so sick of talking about this 5% body fat. I'm so sick of talking about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's just do it. You want to talk about boundaries? Just do it. How's that for a boundary? Just fucking do it. How's that for a boundary? Got all these rules that someone else said. Calorie deficit. I mean, that's just facts, but still. When to eat, what to eat, when to work out, how many times to work out in a week. All these different rules, and none of them are important. You know what's required in order to achieve it. Calorie deficit, weightlifting, cardio. That's what's required in order to achieve the ideal physique. That's what's required. And you're going to discover something in this pursuit. I promise, you will discover something through the completion of this project. I promise you. sorry, I'm talking to myself right now. For anyone else who is watching this and listening, hopefully you can take something out of this. Probably will, just might not be for some time. Complete this project. Give it your all. Fucking die. Fucking die for this. And then on to the next one.